I'd really like to talk to Marilyn about what she would like. Yeah. hmm 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. hmm Now, just making sure, are any of the photographs on the Twitter account? Yes. Are any of those Marilyn's look-alike? Yes. Or her Facebook profile? Who? Uh, well, I know Susan Bowers, my biological sister that was in the Rotary newsletter, is not Marilyn. Should I be concerned about Marilyn's safety when Mike exploits his own wife so as to make himself look good? Oh, should I have any concern about those that I want to be involved with? Yeah. And then for you as the police department right now, can you tell me why it is that you've obstructed my right to speak to Marilyn? You know, Mike's going to prison. And when he does, you're going to go to prison with him. Now, I never received any due process. Yeah. And you're obstructing me from suing you and having you prosecuted. That goes for every employee? Yes. Now, how does a parent enforce a child support order? Yes. Are there different ways to enforce a support order? Yes. Parent who is not receiving court-ordered child support can file a contempt motion in court? Yes. Would you have to serve me if you do that? Yeah. Would you say I was crazy? Well, considering the parenting plan and the court-ordered treatment as required, yes. And my refusal to have a mental health evaluation, considering I'm not the delusional parent, yes. My wife kidnapped my sons, yes. She took them, and you issued a protection order without me receiving any due process. She motioned in the court for dissolution of marriage. You had me arrested, excuse me. I was found not guilty. My record was expunged. And then you reissued the protection order by minute order without waiting for a verdict. Yes. Now, the Washington State Division of Child Support can help a parent, yes, with child support enforcement, wage assignment, garnishment, revoking driver and other licenses. Yes. Well, what about the falsification of my state-issued driver's license? Yeah, let's go ahead. July 13th of 2014, it expired. Exactly when did you falsify it? The last known address being 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Oh, revoking my driver's license isn't going to help me get employed. Ouch. Now, this wage garnishment where you took the $1.56 when I went to jail. For the parenting plan to say that we have problems, yes. Where you required me to have a mental health evaluation, yeah. And the treatment required, so that you could put me on lithium for 16 years. I'm wanting to sue this state for the fraud, yes, of issuing a dissolution of marriage based upon the fraud, yes, of the parenting plan that I had some serious problems. Undocumented, yes, serious problems. Now, this idea that you're just going to mark these little boxes, right? I'm going to appear in court without any notice from the petitioner. Yes. I'm not going to require the number of judicial days before court hearings. Yes. And then you're going to torment me for the rest of my life because you don't have to enforce the requirements of the laws. Jefferson County, June 16th. Yeah. Did my wife relocate? What if a parent doesn't follow the relocation law? Yes. Considering my sons were in the wrong grades for the whole time that they were in the Sequim School District? Yes. And then the fraud of the parenting plan? Right. Where, well, where do they live at? You don't have to give me any documentation because I didn't do the mental health evaluation and the treatment required. Yes. Because law enforcement never investigated me after I was found not guilty. Yes. from July 24th of 2012, yes, until December 31st of 2015, yes, I had absolutely no problems with law enforcement for 3.5 years. Right. And then you won't admit the evidence I wasn't in Sequim. Yes. You won't admit the evidence I wasn't in Jefferson County. Yes. And I have no rights to know where my sons are at. Right. Because of the original dissolution of marriage required treatment. But you didn't give me a copy of it. You didn't give me any due process. You didn't have the jurisdiction of the United Nations. So I don't have the right to know where they're at. Yes. Because the confidentiality of a protection order that was issued without the petitioner's signature? Yes. Can you make confidential any court order without the acknowledgement of the petitioner? No, you can't. They actually have to request that of the court. Pooh. Now, can the judge, in his discretion right now, use a forgery? Yes. To make confidential the actual location of where my sons live. Now, let's say you moved because of violence. It wasn't that you got your teaching certificate. No. The Relocation Act has different requirements for notice of violence or the threat of violence is the reason for the move. Yeah. The safety of the children is the main concern in these situations. Yeah. What about the safety of the children when you issued a protection order in 2011? Yeah. When I did not receive any notice or opportunity to be heard. The safety of the children when you false arrested me. Yes. In 2012, where I was found not guilty. The safety of the children when you reissue the protection order. Well, we're back to this question of safety of the children. I document that I found out that my sons are in the wrong grades. Yes. You wanted to say that my wife was being a tremendous parent. Yes. Because of their smarts. The truth is, when I told you that I want them,